Yeah, Ashley and Chris, that is correct. And if you live in Texas, the odds of you hitting a deer are 1 in 288. However, law enforcement say that they want everybody to be prepared because they get calls often about deers on the roadway. Chris and Ashley, as you can see behind me, everything is open after being closed for most of last night. The 2 female hostages were recovered safely, but not 18-year-old gunman Miguel Silva. We have seen an increased number of bikers. It's kind of hard to maneuver around here, but we're going to go ahead and try here. As to the left, we have the bikes resting, and to the right, it is the people resting. How convenient is that? 2 females, ages, description is unknown, but they found them shot in the alleyway. And just recently, within the last few minutes, we heard numerous shots ring out just behind me over here. And Penelope, fireworks. How exciting is that? Yes. That's right, fireworks. It's a ton of fun. All the hard work and dedication leads to stepping into the ring. It seems like buckling up would be second nature. However, statistics show that not everyone does, and it could save your life. Frances Roberts lives across the street from Don Jose's Mexican restaurant in Wichita Falls. On Sunday night, she noticed a bunch of papers being blown into her yard.
I was picking it up from my yard because that's what made me stop and look and, see what it was, because it was from all over the place. And my dumpster's back there, and I walked up, I followed the trail and walked up, and it was like literally all over the place.
When she picked it up and saw what it was, she was concerned and alarmed. She showed me what she found.
There was receipts, customer receipts where they've signed receipts, credit card, MasterCard, Visa, invoices, W-2s, income tax stuff.
Along with social security numbers, routing numbers, and checks from Don Jose's Mexican restaurant. Robert says she got in touch with the restaurant immediately.
I told them that it was very careless, and they responded back that they didn't appreciate me calling them careless, that they didn't do this purposely or viciously.
I went to the restaurant and they would not talk on camera, but a manager told me they were disposing of equipment and old documents inside sealed bags in the bottom of a dumpster. They believe the equipment caught thieves' attention and led to dumpster diving. Don Jose's wants to reassure customers and employees they have nothing to be concerned about. Miller worries about the employees' and customers' identity being stolen.
My 17-year-old daughter was thinking about going over and applying for a job because she's looking for a part-time job, and to think that, there's no telling how many young kids' identity probably just got stolen.
Alex Achten, News Channel 6. It was a regular Saturday evening for Sydney Mobley, Cody Chase, and Abby Armour. But once they got the news Vanita had been in a car wreck, it was anything but regular.
I didn't want to believe it. I didn't sleep a wink. I haven't slept a wink, and just devastated.
I didn't want to believe what happened, because you think these stuff don't happen to your close friends and family, but they do, and it's just devastating to hear that it happens to someone that you love.
At first they thought she had just minor injuries, but that quickly changed.
30 minutes later, I got another phone call, and they had said that she had been put on life support, and at that point I was just beside myself.
The friends wanted to meet at Parkway Grill today to talk to us. Parkway was one of Vanita's favorite places.
She was here all the time. Their chicken fried steak, she would eat the entire thing. Don't ask her for a bite, she wouldn't give it to you.
Yep.
Rather than dwell on the tragedy, Abby, Sydney, and Cody want to focus on the good times.
She had the coldest feet in the world, and if you didn't let her put them on you, she would be really upset.
It was a big argument. Lover of cowboys.
Yes.
She loved her some cowboys.
Cody says last weekend they were coming back from Abilene after visiting Jacob Plummer, who was also injured in the wreck. She says they stopped to grab a bite to eat. What happened next, she couldn't believe.
I placed my order, I went and got my drink, and one of our friends' moms was sitting down, and she had this number. And I was beside myself, and I said, that was Vanita's number. And we were just thinking, man, Vanita, you got jokes. You got some jokes.
I want people to remember how wild and how loving and just crazy she was.
Remember how fun she was, how outgoing she was, and how much she loved God and how much she loved people.
Alex Achten, News Channel 6.
The biggest difference I've noticed is that we've got all these signs on the doors of the lab saying, "Do not bring a gun in here," in accordance with the law.
I haven't really seen anything that is like out of the ordinary that I haven't seen the past 2 years.
Not much has changed on campus since Midwestern State's campus carry policy was implemented. MSU Chief of Police Patrick Coggins believes that is because of a strong policy drafted by the university.
I think once that implementation date passed and we showed that we had a good, strong policy in effect and that we had some controls in place, that people are settling in and going about the business of living, learning, and recreating here at the university.
A task force was created over the summer to come up with a policy. Since then, a campus committee has been created for future instances.
We simply meet on a routine basis, as needed as well, but we haven't needed to meet to address any problems with the implementation.
Students are impressed with the university's implementation.
I think they're doing a wonderful job, and I think they need to stay doing what they're doing to stay encouraged.
They do a really good job of like notifying what can and can't be done around campus, and they did a really good job of letting us know everything about the law and stuff.
They are optimistic that the campus is safe.
It's not anything that students are really too concerned about here at this school, where it's a pretty safe campus, and it always will be, I think.
Alex Achten, News Channel 6.